Rain hammers the dark road, turning the asphalt into a slick mirror reflecting the night's harsh glare. Headlights cut through the torrential downpour, painting fleeting streaks of light against the darkness. Arin, weary from work, leans into the storm, his silhouette a dark blot against the shimmering road. Each drop splatters and distorts the world around him, heightening the sense of isolation. The motorcycle's engine roars, a defiant cry against the storm's relentless assault. Deep shadows dance around Arin, the reflective surfaces amplifying the cinematic drama of his lonely ride. Arin's dimly lit apartment at night. The only light is from his phone screen. The phone screen glows with 2 missed calls from Mom. Arin glances at his phone, his expression weary and burdened. A close-up on Arin's face shows the internal conflict. He pointedly looks away from the phone, ignoring the calls. The unanswered phone lies in the dim light, a symbol of avoidance. Under the cloak of night, Arin rides on, the road glistening with water, each puddle reflecting the dim light. The dark road unfolds, a ribbon of mystery beneath the wheels. A sudden, unexpected curve looms ahead, a challenge in the darkness. Arin struggles as his bike skids, a desperate fight against the slick surface. Control slips away as the bike veers, a dance with disaster on the wet road. The bike slides, and Arin braces for impact, the night air suddenly cold against his skin. A lonely bus stop is bathed in the dim glow of a streetlight, the silence broken only by the soft rustle of wind. Light fog hangs in the air, creating an ethereal scene. Arin's eyes flutter open, confusion clouding his gaze as he awakens at the deserted stop. Disoriented, he scans his surroundings, the pale light accentuating his isolation. Arustat sin kriiks ominously. Last bus elava kumatanila beam. An unknown location bathed in stark light. Shadows stretch and distort, obscuring the edges of reality. A lone figure stands silhouetted, their form swallowed by the oppressive atmosphere of the undefined space. The air is thick with unspoken tension, a palpable weight pressing down on the solitary figure. Disorientation clouds their features, a silent question etched on their face. A voice echoes from the void, lost and confused. I didn't walk here. The figure remains frozen, a statue of uncertainty against an abstract backdrop. At a lonely bus stop, a distant engine hum grows, cutting through the silence, promising a change. From the mist, an old, yellow bus emerges, its headlights like beacons in the desolate landscape. The bus pulls closer, and the air crackles with anticipation. With a soft hiss, the doors open, an unspoken invitation into the unknown. The open doors create a mysterious, comforting glow. Golden light fills the old yellow bus, casting long shadows and warm glows as Arin steps inside. The interior feels dreamlike, a hazy memory brought to life. Arin pauses, taking in the nostalgic atmosphere. With a soft sigh, the doors close behind him. He is enveloped by the bus's warm, inviting embrace. Inside the old yellow bus, a tapestry of lives unfolds, each passenger lost in their world, oblivious to Arin. A woman in a pastel sari hums a soft lullaby, her gentle melody filling the aged bus. A teenage boy clutches a chipped wooden cricket bat, dreams of glory echoing in the confined space. An elderly man strokes a silver pocket watch, time slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. None acknowledge Arin, who remains unseen, unheard, a ghost in their midst. Arin's eyes flutter open, confusion clouding their vision as they awaken in an unknown place. Disoriented, Arin struggles to sit up, their gaze darting around, searching for familiarity. A wave of unease washes over them as they realize the surroundings are completely alien. Panic begins to set in, their breath catching in their throat as they desperately try to remember. Where am I? Arin whispers, the question hanging in the air, unanswered and heavy with dread. Inside the old yellow bus, a girl sits quietly, her brown sweater blending with the worn seats. Her loose braid sways gently as the bus rumbles along, a silent rhythm to her thoughts. In her hands, she clutches a small leather diary, its pages filled with unspoken stories. She pauses, pen hovering above the page, a moment of reflection captured in her eyes. With a soft sigh, she writes a line, etching her feelings onto the paper. A kind, gentle look washes over her face as she glances towards Arin. Under the stark glare of a street lamp, the bus stop stands empty, a stage set for a solitary drama. A lone girl shivers, her silhouette stark against the night, a picture of vulnerability in the biting cold. In the distance, a figure emerges from the shadows, an unknown presence cutting through the desolate night. The girl's eyes narrow, a mixture of apprehension and curiosity flickering across her face as the figure nears. Her voice, a fragile thread in the cold air, breaks the silence. "You missed the last bus, didn't you?" The figure stops, their face still obscured by shadow, leaving the girl's question hanging in the air. A stark, plain room. Emptiness echoes in the sparse details. Dust motes dance in the faint light, revealing the room's bare essence. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by unspoken questions. Arin's voice cuts through the stillness, demanding answers. "How do you know that?" The question lingers, unanswered, in the desolate space. Flickering lights cast long shadows inside the old bus, each mote of dust a tiny dancer in the ghostly air. The bus appears empty, but for the girl, her lost gaze fixed on some distant point beyond the grimy windows. A silent question hangs in the air around her, heavy with unspoken emotion. "This bus appears when someone is lost, between staying and leaving," she whispers, her words echoing in the stillness. Inside the old yellow bus, Arin's gaze is fixated on the world beyond the window. No road stretches ahead, just an endless, drifting river of light. Glowing particles dance like stardust, an ethereal river flowing into the unknown. Arin's expression is a mix of wonder and apprehension as she watches the stardust. The bus continues its journey, guided by the currents of the glowing river. The world outside transforms into a dreamscape of light and mystery. In an unknown space, a girl stands alone, lost in thought. Her brow furrows slightly, a hint of conflict in her eyes. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by her quiet contemplation. A subtle shift in her posture suggests a brewing decision. "Not exactly," she murmurs, the words hanging in the air. Inside the old yellow bus, an unspoken story unfolds between strangers. The old man offers Arin a subtle nod, a silent acknowledgement. Nearby, a woman's soft lullaby fills the air. Barely a whisper, the gentle melody creates a fleeting moment of peace amidst the journey. Dust motes swirl in the bus's stale air, illuminating the profound sadness etched on the old man's weathered face. He stares out the window, the passing world a blur mirroring his fading memories. His voice, a low rasp, pierces the silence. "Young man, none of us are going back. We boarded this bus the day we forgot how to return," he says, a haunting truth hanging in the air. Arin lies motionless on the cold ground, a lone figure swallowed by shadow. Light spills in from above, bathing the scene in an ethereal glow, but offering no warmth. A flicker of life, a subtle stirring as Arin's eyes flutter open, confusion clouding their depths. A weak, raspy voice breaks the silence. "I'm not dead." In stark isolation, a girl stands firm, her eyes blazing with defiance as she confronts an unseen presence. The air crackles with unspoken tension, a silent battleground where wills collide and destinies hang in the balance. Her voice cuts through the heavy silence, a declaration of understanding and challenge. "That's why you're here." Her words hang in the air, a gauntlet thrown down, daring the unseen figure to reveal its true purpose in this tense standoff. Inside the old yellow bus, flickering lights cast eerie shadows, setting a stage for the unfolding drama. Suddenly, a blinding white light explodes, consuming Arin in a surge of overwhelming intensity. His bike skidding violently, his own piercing scream flashes through his mind, a haunting echo of trauma. His mother, kneeling beside him, her face contorted in heart-wrenching sobs, a vision of despair. Inside the old yellow bus, time seems to slow as the driver's weathered face catches a soft, ethereal light. The bus begins to drift, an almost dreamlike quality taking over as the world outside blurs. A radiant glow begins to envelop the bus, hinting at a journey beyond the ordinary. Swirling vortex of radiant gold appears, beckoning the old yellow bus toward an unknown destination. The bus gracefully enters the vortex, disappearing into the light. In a nexus of time and space, the air glows with an otherworldly light, distorting reality around the lone figure of Driver. Driver stands resolute, a beacon of clarity amid the chaos of converging timelines. Arin, you were not meant to end here, Driver says, his voice echoing in the timeless void. He pauses, his gaze intense. I know everyone who forgets theirs. Driver extends an open hand, offering a choice. Stay, and everything becomes peaceful. Or return, and everything becomes possible, Driver concludes, the weight of destiny hanging in his words. If you enjoyed The Last Bus to Home, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a little magic today. Tell us in the comments, what would you choose if you entered the last bus, stay in the peaceful unknown, or return to the life waiting for you? Hit the bell icon, so you never miss our cinematic magical realism stories every week. Your support helps us create more uplifting, emotional, and visually immersive stories for you.